And welcome back here to Eyewitness News at noon. You know, Dante, we're looking at the weather for today, and we had that rain earlier on, and we're expecting a little bit more later, correct?
Yes, there is a chance for some showers and storms today, and they kind of have a hidden surprise. We're talking about gusty winds and some heavy rain with them in a few spots. They're going to be fast movers, though. And in between, we can enjoy a peak of sun or two here on your Thursday afternoon also. Now, it's not going to be anything like Wednesday was. We're not going to get up back to 70 again, but we can still take a mild day in late February whenever we can. So
absolutely.
I'm happy with it. I don't know how much longer this will last other than the fact that there are some big changes on the way for the weekend. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But first, that evening storm chance is very important here. Some of these storms are going to be fast moving, and they're going to bring pockets of gusty winds, even heavy rain with them. And then eventually into the mountains, they turn into snow showers. Now, accumulation is mainly limited to those highest elevated areas. I don't expect any of that to stick here in the valleys. We set ourselves up for another mild day on Friday with some sunshine, and the weekend's mainly dry. Unfortunately, though, we're going to see some more of those cold fronts, and that's going to turn things chilly for a couple of days before another warm-up returns into next week. So here's your storm impacts here. Yes, there could be some large hail. This is an isolated severe storm chance, but then again, we have to keep an eye on changing conditions as these storms are going to contain some cloud-to-ground lightning as well. Not much flooding risk, not appearing to be a tornado risk out of these, but just some gusty winds will be a factor as storms form into parts of Ohio and Kentucky. Right now, we're dealing with those showers into the mountain areas. You can kind of see a boundary extending down into Fayette County. That's what came through Charleston earlier this morning with that quick downpour here, but that's rushing its way eastward. You can see the skies clearing out by Portsmouth, Ohio, and Huntington. Some sunshine going to be making its way in, and we might even see a peak or two of sun, 1, 2, even 3 o'clock this afternoon. That lets us warm back up a few more degrees. But that also fuels those storm chances later on tonight as an area of low pressure comes out of the Great Lakes, and that has a little extension back here. You can see it into Ohio. That's what's going to fuel off that afternoon and evening storm chance. And while the rainfall is mainly moderate, you can see these little brighter green bursts, even some blue-colored bursts here. Some heavier downpours could be a quarter, even a half-inch of rain. That's localized, and that's with the strongest thunderstorms that do form. So don't get too misled by these amounts. We could have a quarter of an inch here in Charleston. We could have nothing up at Spencer. We could have real heavy stuff in the Coalfield. So then again, just an estimation, but we have to keep an eye on where these heavier storms set up. So an hour or two of sunshine through 3, 4 o'clock. Not bad at all here on your Thursday. But notice those showers starting to form out by the Scioto River Valley, even by Cincinnati. And they push their way into Ohio. Some clearing slots out ahead of them could allow those initial storms to really strengthen as they close in on the tri-state. So by 6 o'clock, we could be having problems out by Huntington, and then between Huntington and Charleston through Taves Valley and Hurricane. Then here in Charleston between 7 and 8 o'clock, heavy rain, lightning, thunder, and even some gusty winds with some small hail coming down. And then we get into the mountains. You see that transition to snow on those highest elevations. Thunder snow is a possibility there, believe it or not. And that will accumulate there higher up. But into the valleys, everything's quiet by midnight. And it's a nice, calm, chilly start to your Friday down into the 30s. Sunshine allows us to warm up, a little breeze there. Some high cloud cover moving in by the afternoon. A nice day in store, but dry. And that is a good way to finish off the week. I think temperatures being underdone just a little bit have a chance to even get up near 60 in a few spots. So not a lot of snow potential in the valleys. Mountain areas, a coating to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 inches at Snowshoe. And as you head up towards Elkins, those highest mountaintops a little bit higher. A nice weekend in store. Might be a few drops, but look at that temperature drop. Sunday, going to be chilly. You're going to need that winter coat if you're heading out and about, especially for that East Coast College Showcase soccer tournament going on at Shawnee. Saturday will be the better day, but definitely on the chilly side before we warm up into next week into the 60s. Could see some nasty thunderstorms again by Wednesday with windy conditions.